back on the Major again. Basically, this video is putting the, well, basically preparing the crankshaft, getting the shell bearings fitted, clean the crankshaft up, get the shell bearings on, con rods, pistons, and getting the head on. Now we had a bit of an issue with the head, didn't quite seal right, so the head had to come back off again, back on again. The fuel filter, as I was priming it through, that sheared, broke off, did where one of the pipes went in, so that was to replace. So a little bit of hit and miss, but we got there in the end. And this video, hopefully you'll enjoy as much as we did, because we had a really good laugh, so, which is what it's all about. Obviously, you know, it's not all about specifications and getting it bang on. You've got to enjoy it doing it as well. So yeah, enjoy this part 2 of sorting the leak out, the coolant getting into the oil. Trying to sort this coolant loss issue out, and brilliantly we've got Steve, good friend Steve Barker, mechanic, expert mechanic. He's going to give us an hand. Well, he's going to be doing most of the work, brain work, getting it all put back together. We're just giving it a clean over because there's been a bit of residual rust. So yeah, Steve will just give a quick word with where we are this moment in time. What you, Steve? Yeah.
With it being a diesel, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. It isn't much of a root. It's only a little tiny bit. So I'm just re-arming it out so that it makes it a lot better, so the rings seal back in and what have you.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of, if anybody's seen re-arming done, it's plenty of oil and movement.
Looks like it's coming up well, is that, Steve?
Yeah, because your cross-hatching wants to be, you move it up and down all the time so that your cross-hatching works like that.
Yeah.
But I think by looking at them, they look perfectly okay, and I think they're going to be fine. It was just that Rich has been very busy and he hadn't had much time to make sure it was all oiled up and everything. You see, I did tell him, but
yeah, it's mainly my fault.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
I'm not saying that.
I'll take that. Yeah. Right.
We think we can get over that issue.
We'll catch up with this in a few minutes.
Grand job. Yeah, a bit more oily.
Right, I'm underneath the crank, just giving the, you can see the shiny parts, that's where the shell bearings go into it, Steve.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, so I'm just making sure that they're nice and clean. Now underneath, they look pretty good, but at the top there's just a slight discoloration, so we're getting some fine 600, I think it is, paper on there.
And
shoelaces, and giving it a good clean off.
But it already has been re-ground. It's just that, unfortunately, something happened.
Yeah. Steve's got me laid underneath the crankshaft, and I did wonder why Steve told me on the list of to do and to get was some shoelaces. And this is what we're doing. We've got the shoelaces on some fine wet and dry, and we're just cleaning the crankshaft off, just taking the, not bad, but just a little bit of residue, corrosion.
Just go towards number 1 again with your sandpaper if you can. That's grand, that's grand. And then cover it backwards and forwards if you can.
Yeah. As you can hear it sort of like cutting in. Not too rough, but taking it off, and the other 3 what we've done have come up superb, haven't they, Steve? Yeah,
it's real smooth sandpaper, and the crank's, it's been re-ground, but it's just got a little tiny bit, and it's nothing really, to be quite honest. But the other ones are looking good now, and we've re-horned them out, and it's come out really well as the horning, thank God. But when it's a petrol, and because they shouldn't be burning any oil, what happens is, on the sides of the bars, if they get like pitting, people say it's just top rust, but there isn't such a thing as top rust. It just hurls oil in, and on a petrol it burns, but with it being a diesel, I do not think you'll even notice anything at all. It'll be perfect, thank God. So things are looking good now. This morning when I first saw it, I thought, oh God. But she's looking good.
Cheers, Steve.
Yeah, best place for you down there, lady. Down there, keep out of the way. And I told you that it was the nut behind the wheel that had caused all this problem, didn't I? We've had a laugh this morning, haven't we?
We have, absolutely have.
You have
the
to
way
do.
to do it.
There's too many hard things and bad things going on in life.
There is.
So you can
All
have a
good
laugh,
going
can't
on
you?
here. No problems.
So she's looking good. You're making a good job, sir.
Well done.
Well, the only good job you have made. And making me bacon sandwich. Backwards to front to back, you know what I mean. So, well done. You've learnt something.
That'll do, Steve.
Yeah, that's grand, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see you again, you lot. Yeah.
Right, Steve, what we're doing now, mate?
We're refitting the shell bearings in.
Yeah.
And we're just...
Is there a certain way they go in, or do they just go in any old hour? Or?
This goes lock to lock, so if you see a little tag there,
yes, I can see that.
and you see there
yes,
that your other cap has been touching there, so we're putting brand new shells in now.
Yeah.
And don't touch the surface.
No.
Don't put oil on the back, because we've had this checked at Park Engineering, and they've put the other cap on and they've made sure it's dead centrally round, if you know what I'm saying.
It's all
because
been checked.
This is the one that got tight, you see, in the bar.
Yeah.
And elongates and makes egg shapes if it's pulling backwards and forwards. So we had this checked, so there was no problem whatsoever.
It came back okay, yeah.
Yeah, so don't put oil on this side of it.
No.
Or on the end of the cap.
No foreign matter in there.
It goes lock to lock every time. And that just centralises the bearing.
I get you.
It doesn't stop it turning. Some people think that it does.
Yeah.
And when you've got main bearings, when they've got holes in, there's so many different shells and bearings that some manufacturers will make it so one will fit quite a few. That's why they have multiple holes in.
Get you.
So it's not that this doesn't stop it turning.
No.
It's only the radial pressure that's dead tight.
Does that centralise it then, Steve, that bit?
That bit centralises it. And if it's an oil hole, it puts it in the right position.
I get you.
And it's the radial pressure that holds it, because your crank is running free in it, whereas this is dead tight.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get confused that tag stops it turning, but it doesn't stop it turning. Because one goes one way and one goes the other, but it doesn't stop it turning. It's just a...
It's that bit there we're talking about.
That's just a centralising piece, it is.
Very good. Cheers, Steve.
All right, then.
Right, Steve's setting the piston rings up now, so he's just going to guide us through what
that one goes about here.
Should be looking out for.
The other gap at the first ring is put round there.
Okay.
And then that one can go opposite to that one, the same as the other one. So they're in different places, so they are all in a line, like.
Yeah.
People will go to the ends of the earth to say that you should do it this way, you should do it that way, but as long as you don't have them all facing.
Necessary, no.
Well, there's a lot of controversy about the matter.
Yeah.
But that's fine. We've got it one there, away from gudgeon pin or whatever. And you see, if you hear, you've got a lot of slap here, you see.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put the gaps here.
Right.
More like
Move
just
it
towards the
off
gudgeon
centre a
pin.
bit.
Yeah. That's it. And then that one, this one here is going there.
Right.
And this one obviously is going there because it's opposite to that one. And then I've done the same with the oil ring, put it there. It doesn't really, as long as it's in. Your oil ring doesn't matter because all it's doing is oiling. It's not scraping.
I get you.
The others, that'll be compression and scraping and one thing and another. And you've got another one there, but your oil's leaking oil all the time anyway.
Right.
Your oil rings are.
Yeah.
They're not as if they're bloody making a seal, it's just lubricating.
Yeah.
Up
Very
and
good.
down. So now we're putting these pistons back in.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah.
So this valve, the valves are at this side of the block.
Yeah.
So we're making sure that these two go to this side.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd have a lock up on you.
That's where the exhaust is at this side.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah. So that's where they're going in, and we're ready to put this in now. I've oiled the piston up lovely, and I'll put the clamp on and we'll have a go.
Excellent.
Putting them in.
Brilliant job, Steve. Cheers.
Very good.
Right, Steve, what we're doing now, mate?
We're just putting pistons down, and then we're going to put the caps on at the bottom.
And that device you've got on there is holding the piston rings nice and tight, so it'll go down the bars.
We actually put the first oil ring in by hand gently.
Yeah.
And then we put this on top. It was just a bit easier.
Okay, so we're just going to tap that down now, are we?
We're just going to tap her down. Hopefully she goes all right. If you feel anything resisting, stop.
Yes.
Because I can feel something resisting now. Now, whether we might have to go down underneath. Just have a look underneath and see what's happening.
Okay, 2 minutes. Right, we're back on the Major again, and I think I'm just going to have a look at what Steve's doing. I think he's just preparing the to get the head on, aren't you, Steve? Just giving it a good clean up, yeah?
That's it, very good.
Same again, all in the preparation, getting it nice and clean. Ready for the head to go on.
We've got a new gasket to go on. We're in early stages of cleaning it off. It's a bit rough. I think Richard sort of let it get a bit rough. Okay.
We are getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yes, we are.
Maybe.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to put the camera down. We'll crack on. Right. While Steve's doing the cleaning the head, I'm just cleaning the sump off, so you can see what I've done there. Not looking too bad. Just basically with a Stanley knife, getting it off and making sure it's not dropping into the sump, the crud what's coming off it. But that's coming up all right, is that? Then I'll just give it a quick skim over with some fine paper.
Oh, sorry, am I?
Right, we're all cleaned up on the sump. Just giving it blast out. Does that look all right, Steve?
Yeah, it looks very good, sir.
Good, thank you.
Very good.
Right, where are we up to now then, Steve?
I'm just putting on this little rubber gasket what we couldn't find, but we found it. I must put it in a safe place.
That thing just there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've just put a bit of silicone to hold it in place.
What's that do? What's that do then, Steve?
It's for the oil hole. That's for the water hole. It's this brass one here.
Okay.
And that's for the oil, just to deliver it up to the top end. But it just, when that goes down, it'll spread that washer.
I get you.
So I won't put any on the top but I just may, because this is a bit rough here. Just this copper washer is supposed to hold it, but I don't want this leaking afterwards. But you don't want much on it. If you get anywhere this near an oil gallery, you don't want it. It ain't so bad on this because the big things, but on a car you just want to be so careful.
So we're about ready for the head to go on then. Head's all cleaned up, I think. Let me just,
head's totally cleaned up.
Go around now. Steve's cleaned up the head, ready to go on.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell we're going to lift it on, because I've just tried lifting it and it, yeah, it weighs a ton. But where there's a way, we have the power.
I have the power.
Steve has the power. He's not got his steelies on either. Look.
Well,
he's got his steel toe cap Crocs on.
Steel toe cap Crocs, cock-a-doodle-doos.
We can do it. We've just broken my back lifting that. Quite heavy is that, but yeah, to a lot of people nothing, I suppose. But yeah, we've lifted the head on. We're just like locating a few bolts now, aren't we, Steve?
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
Right, we've got the head on, bolts in. We're just at a position now where we're about to torque them up, aren't we, Steve?
Yeah, yeah.
Anything to say on this process?
Well, I think you were off to use rattle gun, weren't you? But I said we better talk. Nut runner you mentioned.
Nut runner.
That's it. So we've set this at 80 feet-pounds. That's what the manual says. The manual. And we just go from the... I'm only doing a little bit at the moment, but I've tightened from the centre, going outwards always. As long as you don't go silly, if you always go in a pattern, you'll always be okay. As long as you go from middle outwards, then you're all right. And if you're ever undoing them at any time, if anybody's listening, always just loosen them all off just a little bit first. Because I've seen people with a rattle gun, and then they end up with this one here,
tight as hell,
fully torqued down.
Yeah.
And it's just the silliest thing I've ever. I have to actually turn it off when I watch people do it.
Annoying.
It is annoying, yeah.
Right, Steve, that's the head all torqued up. So what have you got in your hands there? They look like push rods, Ellie.
Push rods, yeah. And we've just cleaned them up at the bottom, so that there's nothing on them. So
where do they go then?
And then there's a little cup at the bottom that goes onto the cam down this hole.
Okay, yeah.
And then we put them on there, lift that up to just push them into there. We'll look with the torch to make sure that it goes into the hole.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've seen, it's very rare, like, but you'd soon know about it, because if it went to the side and it was on the side of it, I don't know whether it can or it can't, but I have known it happen, and you're turning and nothing happens on this one.
Right.
So just make sure they're located, and then you can start setting your tappets.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't know which order these went in, because I never did the job or whatever.
No.
But we've got them, and it'll be all right. As long as we adjust them, it'll be all right. You can always adjust them against once they set themselves in or whatever. And we've been over the head bolts several times to make sure, as long as you're on the same setting, because sometimes when you get to the ends here, you go back to the middle and they're almost loose, as you've just witnessed, haven't you?
As we found, I was amazed with that.
So I go over them a few times. As long as you're on the same setting, it doesn't matter.
No.
So we're getting there. We're just slowly. It's Sunday, isn't it?
It is. Right, Steve, we are back on the Major again, and we're at another point, another pivoting point, I dare say. We're setting the valves up, aren't we? I'm giving you it's a good job I'm hearing it, Steve, showing you what to do.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's
absolutely not. Steve's in charge on this.
Yeah.
So what tolerance have we got, Steve?
15 thou.
Yeah.
And that's for inlet and exhaust.
Okay. And
luckily.
How do we set that up?
That's because they haven't got rotators on top of the valves, because this is the early model apparently.
Right, we worked that out.
And I'm doing it, making it up to 9.
Okay. Those rotators then, Steve, where do they go if they are on? Oh, they're on there,
go on top. They just go on top of the valves. That's it. That's all. And I don't know whether they just go on the exhaust to stop them being in one place all the time. I don't really know, to be quite honest.
Right.
Never mind.
So we're doing this one at this end here, aren't we? Yeah.
What we're doing is number 8's gone down, so we'll make it up to 9 and check 1.
Right. And
I'm not 1,000,000% sure.
You just told me something about always make it up to 9. So that one's, you said, was 8.
Yeah, that's
so
gone
then
down.
we've got to go to number 1
and then we'll check
to 9. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Right.
But I am 100% sure whether this works on this model engine or whatever. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Right.
But it doesn't matter.
Trial and error.
Well, it don't matter, because I'll just go over them and make sure it's all right. When it's turning, I'll always be checking and feeling and one thing and another.
Yeah.
So she should be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll just go through that and mark each one as we've done them, and we'll go from there. And then right at the end, we'll give it a good turn, make sure we've got no bad valves or anything. I'll be able to tell just by feeling and one thing and another. But up to now, it's working perfect.
It's going good, is it?
It feels right, yeah.
Yeah, good.
So I know that I've done it before on the rock and one thing and another, but it feels to be working. Does the 1:9 ratio? You know, making it up to 9. Sorry.
Good job. Right, let's carry on.
Just a bit too odd, it's sticking. We don't want it dropping away, wouldn't we? I ain't actually putting much on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't want loads on, because it's not good stuff if it goes into a pickle or whatever. You have to be very careful.
Right, we're bit by bit, we're pulling the sump up, and basically this is all we've got, but it's doing it. We've got 2 straps on, and bit by bit we're supporting it underneath and getting it where we need to, and then giving it a bit more, and we're going to lift it into position and hopefully get some bolts in. Right, we're back on the Major again. The last bit of footage I took, we'd got the valves and everything sorted out, sump on, and we was about to put the coolant in, weren't we, Steve? But we had a bit of an issue when we put the coolant in. We drew a few leaks, I'm afraid. So we've stripped it all back down again, put a new copper gasket in, tightened it up and done a few tweaks here and there, and hopefully now we're going to get it struck up. I don't know whether you've anything to say on that, have you, Steve? What we did to get it?
I think last time
where it was.
one of the liners took a bit of getting in, if you remember. On one of the other videos we said liner 2 was difficult to get down, and I think when we've cleaned it all out and put it back in again, it just might have wanted to come down a shade more because it was leaking on gasket round here, because I think the liners were down, but we seem to have solved that now, so we'll have a go and see if she sparks up. So hopefully.
Let's see where we go with that.
We've sat tappets again.
Yeah.
We've sorted them out.
Right, we're back with Steve again. I've had to put a new fuel filter housing on and a couple of pipes what's leading to that. We've just nipped them up just now. I've not actually started it, so my good friend Steve is here, and we're gonna give it a crank, aren't we, Steve?
Yeah,
let's see what happens. Yeah,
we'll see if we can get it going.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, awkward these buttons.
Yeah.
Not a carrot. Oh no wonder, because I haven't. I do apologise. It's your ignition.
Steve.
Yes. Right, have you got one to undo?
We've got no leaks here. So.
Right, that's good news. So just see if you can't get. You push. It will start, won't it? Because your button's right. So just undo one of these.
Undo one of what? Sorry.
These. Oh, they are undone.
Right, yeah.
You'll have to tighten them up then.
Right.
Or wait until there's... Get your spanner for it ready.
Go
then.
and get adjustable.
Oh yeah, you're good with your spanners, aren't you? It's raining again.
Right, adjustable in hand.
It's tiddling it down.
Yeah, it is. Not good. Right,
Well, just... Yeah, get it ready. Because they're all undone, aren't they? You want to wait until you get... No, leave them undone. And let's wait until we've got a drip. Just undo it. Right.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right then, so you definitely use stop buttons in and out, and
Yeah.
right, what's that? Is that stop button?
Yeah. Push it in.
And now it should go, shouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
There's some work wrong way around, aren't there?
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely moving, in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should go when it's like that, shouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Should do.
Right, you ready then? Right then, sir. Have you got nothing at all? Wow. What are you doing? Well, leave it going, it doesn't matter. It's real life, this, kid, it's real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't... Is there not a drip at all?
Nothing. I seem to think
Yeah.
there's a cold
Just
start
pump
on
it.
it. Do you
Yeah,
pull
there
it
is,
out?
yeah. No, it's...
I think
Ah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly cold now, like, is it? But
No, but
might ease
it's
it.
fuel, it's fuel. It might just open fuel up a bit better.
Exhaust is smoking more.
Eh?
Exhaust is smoking more than
Is it?
it was, yeah.
I wonder why we're not getting anything up to home. Let's have a look. Good God, sir. Nearly fell. Yeah, that is your recent start.
So push that back in again, or?
Yeah, it should be alright, I think. Now, yeah, you do push the button in, push it back in again. And you reckon we haven't got anything up to there then? Did it go back in? It's not going, will it? So what's that? That. Just keep pumping that. Does it feel like it's pumping?
No.
Oh, have you got that to undo that? That's right, you have some up there. Go on then, do that until that pumps then.
Plenty there, isn't there?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, but you really want to undo it and then pump it. Undo it and pump it. Just a little bit. You've got pressure, but now that's it. Leave it like that. Leave it like that. Now pump it.
Plenty
That's
there,
lovely. Yeah. There's no wrong with that. So they should be starting to get there, shouldn't they?
You would have thought.
As long as you see something pumping there. Ah, this. Right. Look, is it spitting?
No.
Right.
No,
Look
like,
at it.
no,
Look
what?
at it then. Look at it with intent.
Is
not-
what spitting?
Hey! Spitting like hell, you idiot! Get it? I think you've lost your marbles. It's absolute chucking it out.
Was it?
What were you looking at?
Tighten it up then.
Yeah. I don't understand you. Oh, you're a brilliant one. Right, get them all done because once it goes, it'll go, lad. That'll definitely go now.
Will it?
Yeah.
You saw something spitting out of there. I never saw a thing.
Well, you know when I says look to see if it's spitting, you were looking at something else. You were looking at that ball joint or something, weren't you?
Probably.
Ah, you're a classic.
Tighten them all up, yeah?
Yeah. Some mothers do have them.
They do.
It's spitting no, Steve. So this is going to crank up now and go.
Yeah?
Guaranteed, yeah. Right, try the others, make sure. Can't believe you didn't see that. This will be a funny bit of a video, won't it? Hey?
Right, go.
You ready? She's gonna go, kid. There isn't really any option, is it? Get throttles wide open, lad. You've got to. God, when did you open throttle? Oil pressure.
Yeah, we're looking for, we're just checking oil basically after that run, which was a bit hairy.
Yeah.
We're just now stopping and starting and just doing a few checks. So Steve's just going to start it again.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Stop it revving so much, I think.
stop it revving so much and just check oil pressure. So
Yeah.
go on, go for it, Steve.
It was because there's leak. It's from the rocker box top, it's the pipe, so when I put it on it did reduce it, and it sounds louder because there's no exhaust on.
Well,
I know why I've stopped smoking.
We've got to go out. We've got to go out. I'll shut down.
So that's stage 2 done. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit long drawn out, but well worth it in the end. So I'm now gonna get set about putting the front axle back on. Should be pretty straightforward, but you never know. So I'll keep some footage coming with the process of putting the front axle on. Thanks for watching.